One of my clients, she ain't trying to leave her relax alone, so. Hey Beauty Babes, hey Beauty Babes, hey girl, hey. Welcome to a new episode of a daily vlog. We're gonna start off with, how about that chicken I fried yesterday almost took me out. I don't know what was wrong with that chicken. I don't know what it was, but I have been in the bed all day long. It is literally 8 o'clock. I woke up, so let's start over. About 4 something, I hear a noise. 4:45, I start hearing fireworks, right? 5:15, they still popping fireworks. I get up, look out the window. While William and Hector and Juan, I'm talking about they popping a boof, boof, boof fireworks. And then it pops and turns into color. I'm talking about like it's the 4th of July. It's 4:45, let's say 5:15. And the one I called the police. I called the police. Like, people gotta get up, go to work, and you know, I'm trying to get up early. The smallest thing throws me off with my sleep. Mind you, I went to bed early last night because I wanted to get up early, right? So boom, y'all, they kept popping their fireworks till somebody's car alarm went off. Then they left and went down the street, but it sounded like they was like right by my door. So that was it. So in the process of all that happening, my stomach is bothering me, and I'm like, well, I probably shouldn't, because I haven't fried chicken in forever. Like, y'all know I throw my chicken in the air fryer. Like, that's my thing. So I was like, oh, my stomach bothering me. So, you know, I'm like, okay, let me lay this way, let me lay that away. My camera, okay. So I wake up, I go back to sleep, my stomach bothering me, whatever the case is. I get up, it's like 10 something. I do my devotion. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start my day. Cause you know, I thought I was feeling better. Y'all felt like garbage. I did my devotion and everything. I went lay right back down. I didn't make it to the shower. And I had stuff planned, like, okay, I'm gonna do this today, and alone, let alone working, editing. So I was like, oh my God. So I lay down for like an hour or so. I was like, let me just lay down, because you know, I was like, I got to get up and work. But I have also learned that when I'm not feeling good, to like just listen to your body. So I was like, okay, I had talked to my clients. I had a couple of clients I need to talk to. Y'all, I laid back down. I woke up, it was 4 o'clock. I said, oh shit. Like, but I felt better. So I laid in the bed for like another hour or so. I felt so much better. Like, then I got up, made me some soup, and I posted some. I ain't posted nothing. And mind you, y'all, I got stuff, everything is done. I posted something like late last night on YouTube, but I didn't post anything. I hadn't posted on Instagram or none of that. Ginger, I was drinking water, y'all. I felt so terrible. I feel like that chicken might have been bad. That's why, like, it's my fault, because I like to buy my meat from Whole Foods. Kroger's, like, I can grocery shop in there all day, but they meat departments, both of the ones I go to, like, they meat departments be so suspect. And like, it's because like y'all know I'm on GLP-1, and if I wasn't on GLP-1, if I ate something in a while, like, I get a little gassy, my stomach gonna hurt. But baby, I was like, my head was hurting, like it was like food poisoning. Something was going on with the chicken, and every piece, and I got some more in my freezer. I'm throwing all that shit in the trash. I'm pouring the grease in the trash. I'm throwing the chicken that was left over. I ain't looked at that chicken. And when something like this happened, it'll be a minute before I cook some chicken again. Fried anyway. Then, mind you, I woke up, I was hella congested. So I'm really thinking the flour, I'm allergic to flour too. I was just like, I'm congested, my stomach bubbling, niggas is popping fireworks. I'm talking about, I was like, oh my God, it's like World War III around us. They was out there, y'all, and it was in this big old parking lot, y'all. They was having a ball. I was like, and I wasn't mad. Like, if it was 9 o'clock, even if it was 10 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Y'all. Anyway, so that's what's been going on for today. I ain't edit my vlog. Like, the vlog, I had like a day and a half left to edit. And it probably take me like 30 minutes, maybe an hour to edit. I was like, okay, the vlog will be up. I have it done first thing in the morning. Whoop, whoop, getting into the next. Only thing I done vlogged is some sleep. Z's. I'm talking about knocked out. Like, but actually, I'm just happy. I ain't my thoughts together, I'm sorry. Because my brain be leaving. I'm just happy I have learned to lay down. Because old Bridgett would have been in her stomach and wouldn't have got nothing done. Because that's the whole thing. Like, just lay down, let it run its course. Like, I feel so much better. Like, I posted. I took while my food was cooking, I took my laptop downstairs. What I love about this is being mobile. And today when I was doing devotion, because I was telling y'all last night, God supplies everything that we need and that we have. He supplies everything we need. And we have everything we need for the season that we're in. And I slept on it and I woke up thinking about that. And when I was doing my devotion, I prayed and asked God to forgive me for being ungrateful and repenting, because this is sin. Like, Lord, forgive me for being ungrateful and that I have everything, and I'm going to appreciate everything I have. Everything. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to look at this. I'm not going to feel like I'm missing anything. I'm not going to look, because the iPhone is almost, Apple's photos is almost as worse as Facebook memories. Like, I don't need you. So my old apartment, what I'm saying is, iPhone have a memory set up and it be popping stuff up. So the other day, what popped up was my old apartment. When I didn't see, it wasn't a high rise. I just stayed in some apartments that had floor to ceiling windows, and I had a corner unit, which was cute. Which I would say, out of all my apartments, this was my favorite apartment. Not the townhome. It was 3 levels, none of that. This apartment here, and I think that's what, like, that was my favorite apartment. It was located in the most perfect place. The view was everything. I stayed over there for a few years. I should have set my ass right there. And now, could I afford the rent right now? No. I still was gonna have to move. Like, the way you guys set everything up, but I was just looking like, dang, and it was like a view. My furniture, I still had my white couches. It was just really cute. Maybe I'll post a picture. I'll post it, drop it. So this was the view. And I was like, dang, and I was texting Tyrone. And I was just like, God is gonna do his thing, And not like, I don't want to be like, how in Sodom and Gomorrah when, damn, I can't think of the man, and his wife was leaving, she turned to a pillar of salt. Like, I don't want it to be like that, but I was just like, and also in the process of looking at that and just thinking about, like, life, I have lived my best life. I have lived, like, I have been blessed. I've done a lot of things, and just because I'm not in this season, and I know God. Like, y'all tired, if you new here and you don't know, I done stayed in the projects. Baby, we stayed in a house in Pleasant Grove. It was 2 bedrooms. It was me, my mama, my brother, and my granny. It wasn't like these houses they have today, okay? So, and we stayed in the projects. I didn't get my first bedroom suit until I moved out on my own. And it was after, shit. Yeah, it was after Tyrone. So it's like things, you get what I'm saying? So I like coming from where I come from, like to have what I've had done, what I've done, it's just been a big blessing. And I don't want God, I don't want to be like I'm living in the past or anything like that. I do know in that, back in those seasons, I was not where I am spiritually. And I don't want God to think like I'm ungrateful. Like I love my apartment, I love my rent. I love my rent. God was guiding, okay? My apartment is cute. It's peaceful. It's quiet. Outside them jokers out there. And I mean, that's anywhere. Everybody still popping fireworks. Shit, they be popping fireworks all the time. So that ain't nothing. It's like, it's quiet over here. And it's just a blessing. And I have no complaints. And I don't want God thinking like I'm just an ungrateful, spoiled brat. Y'all, we spoiled. Like, if I ain't learned nothing else about Americans being spoiled, is when them people was over here loving Chili's and Williams chicken and stuff like that. Chili's, Williams chicken. Y'all, they was like the Waffle House. Like, I go to Waffle House after the club. I've been drinking. Like, just to roll over and be like, oh, I'm finna go get to the Waffle House. Nah. But it just lets you know how blessed we are. And I just don't want God. I feel bad because it's like you just sit around. Not that I'm sitting around open, but I just don't want God to think like I'm not grateful for where I am. Because if I had to do everything all over again, I would. Because the relationship that I have with God now is so, the way life is now, I don't worry, I don't stress. Do I worry? I stress? Yeah, a little bit, but it's nothing. It's so much more peaceful. And back then it wasn't peaceful, and not peaceful bad. Like I worried, I stressed, and I had faith in all that, but just knowing how like God just be God anyways. So that's how I was feeling this morning, stomaching out, y'all. And I was on my knees praying like, God forgive me. I ain't embarrassed to say, like, I was just like, okay, God, like, cause my TikTok be set up, it's showing you all these apartments, these townhomes, these houses, and I'm a house person. Well, if you in Dallas and you know the Preston Hollow area, I stayed over there. That's where my old apartment was. So I drove out through that neighborhood. I know that neighborhood like I stayed in them houses, right? So it's not like I sit around, but I'm a house person. Like one of my businesses probably will have something to do with houses. I'm just a house person naturally, but also I just don't want to sit up and be looking and looking and looking. No, I want to live in this moment and be content, not content. Like, it's a contentment that God wants from us. Not content like, oh, I don't ever have to have nothing. I could just live off of this here forever. No, not that content. At all. I had a dude tell me one time, like, he was all right where he was at. Yeah, not that kind of contentment. The Bible content. Like, thank you, Lord, for what you're doing. Thank you, Lord, for what you're doing. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you're about to do. But not like, oh, I gotta like, and I hadn't been living in the moment. I've accomplished so many things, and I was always on to the next thing. And I just want to live in the moment. When things happen, appreciate them, and just be grateful to God. So that's where I was this morning, bubble guts and all. But baby, I came back up these stairs and got in the bed. I was like, Lord, like, I was like, Bridgett. Baby, I had a moment, so I lay my butt down. Anything I have to do will get done, but I'm just learning, because if I would have stayed up, just learning your body. Y'all listen to y'all body. Like, one thing I have done, I feel like the last couple times, the few times I've been sick, I just gone and bowed out gracefully. Oh, dang, I ain't took my vitamin D pill. I'm like looking over there like vitamin D and iron pill is sitting over there. I bowed gracefully. Let me go lay down. I lay down and I feel so much better. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey Beauty Babes. Hey girl, hey. When y'all just seen we was in there doing our skincare, we're doing our hair care, right? So, I wanted to film and show you guys, I wanted to show you guys me doing my microblading. Remember we talked about this the other day. I'm focusing on this area, just this whole, all this, like, wherever it's thin at, but this is the super focal point, right? And then right here, and then right here in the back of my crown, it grows really weird. It's like it looks like a big old callus, right? So we're focusing on that too, just to be on the safe side. The first thing I'm going to do is part my hair. So y'all can see how these little strands, I don't know if y'all can see, but this was bald. Now, those of you been watching, I know y'all know, like, yeah, Bridgett, we've been seeing that it was thin. It was bald, thin as hell. But there are strands coming out. So for those of you who, like, have alopecia or those things going on, like, for me, it's just like, let's just see what happens. And I just kind of played with it, and it was working. Like, I had a couple strands pop out. So it's like, okay, let me get a better microneedling machine tool. And then also, let's do it like multiple, once a week, twice a week, how many times a week I can do it. And also this has a red light on there as well. So that's another good thing. It has red light therapy also, and it has a lid vibration to it. So what I'm gonna do is, this is my first time using this tool, the hair tool. I used the microneedling tool on my face. Their face tool, yeah, they got tools, okay? We're gonna start off vertical, then we're gonna go horizontal, then we're gonna go diagonal, I guess. Some kind of way diagonal. But we're gonna start off vertical. And we're gonna do 8 passes. It says 6 to 8, and we're gonna do it lightly, okay? So, cause my butt was in here the other day, like pressing down, it's not gonna make it no better. So I'm gonna start here. And the reason why I got this tool is because it rolls. So since we're going horizontal, I want to push my hair back and make sure I get all this, okay? So we did vertical, we did horizontal, and then we're gonna do diagonal. Okay, we are done. So now I'm just gonna comb my hair back. It's almost dry. I'm gonna put a scarf on and just leave my hair alone. And then in 30 minutes, I'll put on some leave-in conditioner. You know what? I was in there thinking, y'all, this Huda fragrance is the tea. It's a warm floral. Let's talk about this first. Warm floral smells amazing. Smells amazing. It's a gourmand floral. And y'all, a gourmand is like sweet, eatable smell. It's in my nose. It's a different smell added on top of. And the base note to this is vanilla bourbon. Y'all, it smells so freaking good. And her powders smell good. The powders I have. That pink powder smells so damn good. I haven't even opened up the other powders to smell them. But yeah, that right there is tea. And this, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all. We're gonna talk about hair in just a second. These type of fragrances, like fragrances under $100, like I'm gonna be real with y'all, sometimes they last all day and sometimes they don't. That's when layering comes into effect, but we'll talk about that on another day. Just know, like, if it smells good on you and you layer on top of that, that helps the scent last all day. That's it. That's my TED talk for perfume. But back to this hair. it's a disclaimer. Like, I'm a licensed hairstylist, right? And my goal is to try to figure out ways to help me and some of my clients' hair grow back naturally without any chemicals, without any chemical we got to use for the rest of our life, right? So if you're having hair issues, like, y'all got to get ready to let go of the relaxer. There's some things, the extensions, like, I have people call me, they be like, the lady was like, well, my hair is already breaking, but and you want to do another sew-in, your hair is already breaking. She's relaxing her hair before the, like, I don't even want to touch her head. Like, I don't want to touch it. Respectfully, like, we have to do better. My hair is looking a hot ass mess, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to throw these wigs on and whatever we have to do. Or I could just keep my hair thin and be like, at least I just want to try some, at least give it 6 months or so. And I want to grow my hair back. And this time next year, I want to be pulling my hair back into a bun. I don't know if it's going to be curly. I don't know what my hair texture is going to be like, but I want to be able to wear a bun like I was wearing, but I want my edges to be fuller. Just fuller, like, just give me fuller and I'll be happy. But I just wanted y'all to know, like, so if you're thinking of doing this or trying it, like, it's nothing to try it, right? But it's also just being realistic with yourself and knowing some of the things that we do to our scalps and we let hairstylists do, we shouldn't do. You should not be getting a relaxer every 4 to 6 weeks. Nobody should be getting a relaxer. I don't care, argue with your mama. You should not be getting a relaxer every 4 to 6 weeks. Unless you have a pixie and you cut your hair off, and even then, especially when we get older, no one's hair is growing at that pace. So that's tea. And you can say what you want to say, but that's the real about it, because the problem is I have people come in, they want their hair bone straight. I have a client, she still come to me, she was like, well, I want my hair straight. I was like, I'm not relaxing. She started relaxing her own hair, and guess what? Her hair got thin. And guess what she did? She stopped over relaxing her hair. And she did, and guess what? Her hair looks back better. It's better. It's done grew back out. And she listened. Like, y'all, I understand we want our hair bone straight. Don't do right. Y'all, especially as we get older, we got to quit overlapping these chemicals and doing all this stuff to our hair. We taking meds. You got your heart medicine. You got this medicine. You got this going on. Then you it's a lot. Get you, like, start shampooing your hair. Listen to your hairstylist. I know Popular is cool, right? Popular is cool, but make sure you go somewhere where they're gonna grow your hair. Make sure, I like healthy, pretty hair. Healthy, pretty hair. I want that hair to look good when we wash it. When we shampoo your hair, I want your hair to look good. I don't want your hair shedding. I don't want it coming out all in the sink. And those are things I look at. Those are things I talk about with my clients. So that's just something to really think about. And my goal, this whole thing, besides growing my hair back, is giving my clients the options. Like, girl, go buy this. And when you come into the hair salon, this is what we're going to do, like a treatment for your hair. Now, I can't microneedle, buy one microneedling too. I'm not. I just think that'll be nasty. I don't want that responsibility or none of that. But there are some people who have those tools and have a bigger type of situation where it's clean or whatever the case is. But y'all just, like, it's nothing wrong. Just think about what you're doing. Oh, my phone is ringing. Just think about what you're doing, thinking about how you're applying stuff. And then also just think about that and just, it's okay. I lost my thought. I started talking about them relaxing them chemicals. My mind just went like, I just really want to go in some more, but I don't want to offend nobody and nobody's hairstylist to be like, because there are hairstylists that do relaxers every 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm going to say this. A lot of times people over-relax people's hair because that's the biggest price on their ticket. And if you don't understand what I mean, is because the relaxer is the most expensive thing they have. So in order to make a certain amount of money, people get relaxers every 4 to 6 weeks. So, you know, y'all, they be like, oh, I don't pay nothing but $50, and this my relaxer, $75. You getting over relaxed. Like, let your hairstylist. That's a whole nother conversation. It is what it is. The microneedling tool will be linked. The brush tool will be linked. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. If I don't know, I'll try to answer it. But please know, I'm not like a dermatologist. I'm not a scalp specialist. I'm not a trichologist or none of that. I'm just someone who genuinely wants to grow my hair back And my clients, I have a couple clients, like we're all over 40 and we all got likely issue spots for those spots to grow back. Now, one of my clients, she ain't trying to leave her relax alone, so. Her hair still look good. She wears short though, so she can get away with it. I'm trying to grow my hair back. But in all seriousness, y'all, like, and we could have a TED talk about hair. I try to stay away from hair content over here too much. Cause like I do got a hair channel, but if y'all have some questions, ask me, I will answer them. But at the same time, just be mindful what you're doing to your hair. Be mindful what you're doing. Be mindful, like them quick weaves. I quit doing quick weaves. Just be mindful. Those gluing the wigs down, out. Just be mindful what you're doing to your hair, and we pulling those braids, those sew-ins, getting a perm and a sew-in, getting a perm and a sew-in. Y'all know how diabolical that is? Like that is like, and I used to do it. I ain't gonna sit up here and like, you do better when you know better. I was like, oh no, I can't do this no more. Like that's, we growing in here. We not, yeah. So, and again, it's a ticket, it's an upcharge. Like when you start looking at upcharges and things of that nature, like the people that charge, I'll be like, oh, they charge too much, this. They gonna get their money one way or another. So you rather be someone just gonna be like, hey, this is what this is gonna be up front, than a bunch of upcharging and you getting a whole bunch of services that you really don't need that can affect your hair growth entirely. So anyways, that's it. So let me start my day. Like it's early morning, I'm in here talking about perms and stuff. And my stomach not hurting. If y'all know, if you know, you know. Last night was like, oh child. But I feel a lot better clearly.